welcome to Cruise Shop Save. I'm Melissa, and welcome to the live this week. We go live every week. I invite a fabulous guest onto my show, and this week it's the wonderful Lindsey. I haven't even had a drink yet. Lindsey and Ken from Kengoescruising, because if you follow them, and if you don't, you should. They cruise all the time, and they just finished cruising on the Queen Anne maiden voyage. They got back on the 10th of May, and they've agreed to come and talk to me. I just had a little chat with them just now because we just woke Skippy up. Oh, well, never mind. I just had a little chat with them right now, and they've got quite a lot to reveal. So here they are. Hi, Lindsey. Hi, Ken. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, all good. All good.
Good. So where do we start? So first of all, I just want to show this picture. I love this picture. Mm-hmm. That's a great picture, right?
Yeah.
So you just got, I mean, overall, what's the ship look like? Is it beautiful?
She is beautiful.
She is beautiful. Yes. She's very different from the other current Cunard ships.
Okay.
Very contemporary, very classy, very stylish.
There's nothing. Although some of the wardrobes and things might look as though they're IKEA, but they're not.
No.
When they soft close properly. Really.
I love that.
Really quality. The quality is definitely there. It's just it's a very different look, and I think it will split opinion.
Yeah, I think
really.
Very much so. I think it's going to split opinion between those that like what Cunard offer now, but she's not out of the way for Cunard, because if you go back to when QE2 was launched, that was a really contemporary ship.
It was.
And it was extremely modern. So they've gone, then they went through Elizabeth, Victoria and Queen Mary, and they went sort of retro.
Yeah.
And they've gone contemporary again. But
there's an awful lot of little glimpses back to the past. They've been quite clever in a lot of the things that they have linked back to their historic past.
Right.
You've got to go and look for those, and we're not going to give you too much information on that. But it's really interesting to see some of it, actually.
And they've got some really, really nice outside areas, haven't they?
Yeah.
Really. Okay, I've got a couple of pictures here. I particularly, which one is it? I thought this was very nice that you sent me.
That was up by one of the bars up at
the Sky Bar, wasn't it?
The Sky Bar, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just an easy seating area in a quiet little alcove. And it was just a very pleasant place to be.
Yeah.
And they've got a lot of these little places. You just come across, don't you?
And comfortable seating. I mean, the seating to me reminded me of what we had on Oceania Riviera, where they've got really comfortable plush seating.
Very comfortable.
And it was like that on there. And
nice.
I just think it's really, really good, and a touch of quality. In fact, I would say that the quality of the fixing furniture and fixings in those areas is probably better than on the other Cunard ships. Really.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because some places on the ship just look really sparse. And you don't know if that's for safety. They're not allowed to put furniture there, especially if it's an outside deck. So it does make you wonder. So to put something like, I would like to sit there, cocktail in hand, absolutely. And we've got this other picture, speaking of outdoor spaces. This looked really lovely. Where's that?
Oh, that's at the right at the front of the ship, up on deck 14, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And again, that was we were up there for sail away from Lisbon.
Yes.
Yeah, for Lisbon, and we were up there, and sail away was delayed a bit, and we were having a lovely time out there chatting to some people. But the bar shut at 5:30.
I know.
We couldn't believe it.
Everybody was disgusted.
Yeah, say that there was probably at that time over 100 people up there in that area and around the Sky Bar, and the bar shut at 5:30. And then we also they've got a beautiful area at the back of the ship called the Cabana, haven't they? And that's got a bar back there, a lovely place to watch your sail away from, or something really like that. Or in the warmer evenings, just to sit out and have a chat and drink. there at 5:30 in the evening.
We do wonder whether they're going to change that when they get into the Med and places. But it was certainly, it didn't go down too well with the people on
I bet. Well, that'll come up in the comments, and they can make adjustments, won't it? Won't
Yes.
they? So I love, I mean, look from the outside, she is a beautiful ship.
Oh,
and
she's
she definitely makes a statement. Was this setting sail from Southampton? This picture?
No, that was La Coruña.
Oh, that was in Coruña. So you went on the 7-day maiden voyage, and so you sailed from where?
From Southampton.
Yeah.
And
Southampton.
Down to La Coruña, and then Lisbon, and then back to Southampton.
Okay, so you had quite a few sea days then.
Yeah, which you needed really to find your way around the ship, because she's quite large, and 3,000 passengers. So she's actually slightly smaller than Queen Mary in terms of physical size, but she's got more passengers than Queen Mary.
Right.
And about 50% more than Victoria and Elizabeth. So she's quite...
She didn't seem crowded, though.
Not crowded.
Really? See, and Oceania's like that as well, because you've been on Oceania Riviera. And I mean, it's 1,000 people, 1,200 people on that ship. Yeah. But I always felt like that I never felt like there was 1,000 people on board the ship. Yeah. No, that's how you want to be. And let's just check. We've got a couple of people watching. If you are watching, welcome to the show. As you know, Lindsey and Ken's here. They just got off the Queen Anne. If you have got any questions for them that you want to know that we're not covering, stick them in the comments. If you're watching live, if you're watching this in replay, then of course Lindsey and Ken will get back to you, or I'll try and find out and get back to you. But these are the experts. So I just noticed that perhaps you haven't sent me all the pictures. Is that because you've got an embarkation vlog that it goes out on Saturday night on your own channel?
Goes out on Saturday on our own channel, so that covers us from leaving home right the way through, because we were quite excited, weren't we? We were waiting for 2 years. Right the way through until 4:20 in the morning the next day, when we finally went to bed.
Oh my goodness. That's a long day.
It's a long day.
And it's not my fault.
No, it was brilliant. It was a brilliant day, and we had a fantastic time on there. But it wasn't without its problems.
No. Really?
No.
Okay.
The outside decks were beautiful, comfortable spaces. The promenade deck is not.
Ooh,
so we love a good prom, and she does have
she has a
wraparound prom that goes right the way around the ship, but I guess 80% of it you can't see anything because the lifeboats are right in front of you.
Right.
So it's Pinnacle class ship, the same as quite a few of the Holland America ships.
Yeah.
And it's a bit disappointing when you've got a beautiful prom deck like you have on Queen Mary, where you've got seating out there, and it's a really nice social place to be. That doesn't exist on Queen Anne, does it?
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because that's old traditional cruising, isn't it?
And loads of people were missing it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's like the size of the pool on the Virgin Voyager ship. Nothing they can do about it. It's already done. We've got a wonderful question here from Alex. I'm about to embark on my first cruise ever. Oh my gosh! End of June on Cunard. Okay, this is crazy. You're going on the best ride at the fairground. Nothing can top a brand new ship, especially Cunard. And you go to the Norwegian fjords. You have worked in luxury hospitality for over 20 years, and ships have convinced you. Wow. What's your advice for Alex?
Oh, just get on and really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You probably look at booking the specialist dining before you go when dining opens.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's bizarre, because that's her first question.
Oh. They booked them already.
Yeah. So we did 3 of the speciality dining, didn't we? So we did Sir Samuel's, which is the steakhouse. We did Aranya, which is supposed to be an Indian restaurant, and we did Tremonto, which is a Mediterranean restaurant. I think on what our personal experiences were on there, Tremonto was our best experience. Yeah,
I would say so.
Yeah. Mediterranean.
So
we had issues in Sir Samuel's, which would have been really good, but the service wasn't very good. in there. The people we were eating, there were 7 of us eating together. We were eating with the travel agent and some other vlogging friends, and things weren't cooked properly. Tony had to wait an hour and a half for a glass of wine.
Oh gosh.
And
it just went from
bad to worse, and we were given the wrong food. We were given somebody else's food from another table,
and it was actually happening to the other tables as well.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah. Sounds like they just didn't have the right staff.
Food was cold.
It was.
The food was cold. Your mashed potato came out in a frozen cold metal pot. And in the end,
passed it around the table because none of them could believe that it was as cold as that, and it really was.
And in the end, we all walked out and left before.
You've got to, after a bit, if it's not getting sorted, you got to go.
They had two or three attempts at cooking steaks for 2 people, and then they told lies because one of our guests at our table had actually cut into a steak to check it was cooked properly. It was cooked beautifully, but it was cold. So he sent it back, and then it came back again, and they basically reheated and then overcooked his steak. And he knew that because he had cuts where he checked to see if it was cooked properly in the meat. And then the restaurant manager came out and said, no, it's been recooked completely. It's a fresh one in sort of 3 minutes.
Couldn't have been.
And then Dan showed him the photographs to say that these were the marks where he cut, and they were still on the steak. So, yeah,
that's not good. Yeah,
no, they were having issues on there. Okay. Aranya, I'll let you talk about Aranya.
Aranya was it had the makings of being a really good meal, and I'm not overly keen on spicy food. But I like it to be tasty. The starters that we had were very nice.
We both had the same, didn't we? We had some belly pork, and it was really, really nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Pretty chili on it, but the rest of the food was just bland. It was just bland.
Do you think, I mean, whenever, it's really hard because these maiden voyages, inaugural cruises, there's such high expectation, and they just haven't ironed out all the, and the staffing, everything's new, and it's no excuse because you paid your money and it is Cunard, you expect it. Do you think these are all fixable?
For a maiden cruise.
Yeah.
You do pay a premium to go on there, so you at least some of it.
So if you had some compensation for these situations?
For the meal in Sir Samuel's, yes. We had a refund for that.
Justifiable. So Alex is here asking, she's already booked all the specialty restaurants for evening dinner, so you'll have to tell us what's like, if there's any improvement, and is it worth her considering a Britannia Club upgrade, knowing that she's going to try all the restaurants?
Right. Well, we didn't actually eat in Britannia Club. I can tell you that the cabin that you stay in, if you've got a Britannia Club balcony, is identical to the balcony cabin you'll get if it's not Britannia Club. So there's no difference at all in the accommodation. The only difference is the dining room where you eat. Now, so we weren't in club, we were in ordinary Britannia class, and we had issues on the first 2 days with cold food. 3 hours for service on the first night for dinner. The second night was 2 3/4 hours. We left before we had coffee because it was just getting too late and we were missing the shows and things like that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
However, the second gala night, which was what, day 5 or 6? Day 6, wasn't it?
6, yeah.
Day 6. We were in there. They changed the waiter that was serving us. We had very good service. The food had been good all the way through. The flavors in the Britannia restaurant. It was just that it was cold and the service was atrocious. That second gala night, service was excellent. The food was tepid.
It was better than
it had been. So they're getting there. Things are coming right. But we also had issues for breakfast in there as well.
Right.
Lindsay walked out before getting her breakfast on the first morning because she wanted to go and see Claire Balding on board. She was
right.
doing one of insights. She was. And
I'm
did
afraid
you see her?
yeah, she was really, really good. Really good.
Good.
Exactly as you see her on the television. There is no different side to her.
Right, I like that.
Yeah.
Jane McDonald's like that as well. Alex is here. Question number 2. In the regular Britannia. So did you have a tour? Were you able to go see a Britannia room?
We have been in Britannia. We have been in Britannia balcony. We've got a room tour coming out. It's a friends of ours cabin, and they let us go in there and film it. So that's coming out in about two weeks' time. There is no coffee making machine in the Britannia balcony, but there is in the Britannia Club, I believe. That is the one
in the lounge. The Britannia Club.
No, in the actual cabin. There is one. That's the only difference between the two.
So, okay.
Good job you mentioned it, Alex, because there is that difference, but the accommodation is identical. Now the bathrooms on that ship are fantastic.
Are they?
Oh, brilliant. Let's talk about some more good things. The bathrooms were brilliant. The cabins were really nice and comfortable. The beds, they've improved the beds. The beds are like a princess bed now. They're brilliant. The entertainment.
The bathrobes, I had to be forcibly removed from my bathrobe.
Yeah.
You
weren't able to buy it, keep it?
You probably could, but I didn't have enough room in the case anyway. It was. If
you'd known, you could have bought them, which we found out afterwards. You'd have bought them.
Yeah, I brought extra suitcase and brought several.
She used to sit there smoking it like this.
I love a nice. That's the best part of cruising, is getting up in the morning and having your tea or your coffee on the balcony in your robe, watching, looking at the sunrise. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Well, in his case, him just dragging me out of bed. Come on, it's nearly time for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, my stomach comes first, as you.
Oh yeah, yes. Absolutely. Well, and I've got some more images, and I'm assuming this is on Saturday. You're going to drop your embarkation vlog, but I'm assuming there's more to come, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, a lot more. So I've already done the day 2, which was the day 2 at sea, and in these vlogs, I've also got a little bit of a look around the ship. So rather than putting it all in one go, which I will do a full ship tour weeks away from now. So we've got the bits that we looked at, because you can't see it all in 5 minutes, and we've got all the fireworks that we had as well. That's in this.
Yes,
fantastic fireworks.
Really amazing.
Yeah.
I've got
Captain Inga sort of competed with them, didn't she? With the horn, the whistle,
yeah.
So is this the captain here?
Yes.
That's Captain Inga.
She's tiny.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
She's really personable. She's very, very nice. She was so good to break off from coffee and have pictures taken with various odd bods but walking past. And I thought I'd sneak in and get one as well.
Oh, good for you. And then I've got this lovely picture. I think this has got to be my favorite, I think. Where is that? That's beautiful.
That's the Queen's room, which is again quite controversial.
Yeah.
I think people are trying to make it a bit more controversial than it actually is.
Yes.
Right.
Because
I love it.
It's beautiful, and they've got a big dance floor there where they have ballroom dancing, which is what the Queen's room is known for.
Yeah.
But they've also changed it to a multi-purpose room. So this is where you get your afternoon tea in the afternoon, still traditional.
And I don't think there's quite enough seating there.
No.
Because they're putting them in Britannia Club restaurant if there's as an overspill.
Yeah, struggle with that. But they're also putting on shows in here as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we had a trumpet player, singer, Georgina Jackson on board. And we have Mike Doyle, fantastic comedian. You've probably come across him before, Melissa.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And they were performing in here one night and then the theatre the other night. So it was really good.
And they even have an aerialist show.
In there as well.
We actually missed it because you can't see everything. There was so much going on.
Yeah.
From early in the morning, well, I say early, from about 10 o'clock in the morning, they're doing Zumba, and all sorts of classes like that.
Chair aerobics.
Yeah. All sorts. And so it's just
Line
constant
dancing
all day long. It's really good, actually.
Really good. Yeah.
Very
I used
good
to teach.
central area.
I used to teach chair aerobics on the old Nordam back in 1996. I was so glad of it because I was hungover. So it was perfect. I was like, chair aerobics, that'll do me. And walk a mile, where they're just walking on the deck and you're just going, yeah, that'll do. Anyway, sorry,
The
different line.
entertainment on board, which is something we love. I preferred what they had there. Maybe it was special because it was a maiden voyage. Not sure, because they had Russell Watson on there as well, and he's not going to be on every voyage for sure.
Yeah.
But they've got a new thing for Cunard on there, which is the Bright Light Society, which when we were on board was included free of charge. We have heard a rumor that they're going to start charging for it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but what a fantastic show, an immersive show. You were actually involved with it yourself. It's a little venue, about 200 seats.
Didn't give too much away.
No, I mustn't. And it's just fantastic. If they do charge for it, we heard they're going to charge $15.99 for it.
Oh, that's not much, is it? It'd be worth it.
It's well worth it.
It really is. It's really one of the best things I've seen at sea for a long, long time.
Yeah, really good.
Wow, that says a lot.
Really innovative.
Yeah.
Very. Wow. The performers were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It actually starts outside, doesn't it?
It starts outside when you're queuing to get in.
Oh, like that. I love that. Yeah, Virgin has that kind of thing as well. Already starts before you get in. We've got a question here from Pepe Leroux. Can I just say that again? Pepe Leroux. That is a fantastic name. I don't know if that's your actual name or just your handle, but I love it. Did you manage to see any of the ocean view cabins that also have baths in them as well as showers? Ooh.
Right. We didn't see any ocean view cabins, but I believe that none of them have baths.
Oh. Not even like the penthouse, like the suites?
No, ocean view cabins.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the whole ship.
No. They had the grills cabins have baths and showers and hundreds of them and beautiful marble and everything. Not the one, but we know they have. But the actual ocean views, I don't believe any of the balcony cabins have baths either. But the showers in them are fantastic. They're like
massive.
5 foot wide.
Oh wow! Okay,
incredible showers.
Amazing. So apparently, 22 of them have got baths. How would you know? Can your travel agent not help you to make sure that your mum and dad are in one with the ocean view?
That would be the first port of call, I should think, was to try through the travel agent.
Yes, it should be on the deck plans anyway.
It should be,
but we were told
on the deck plans,
had them.
Yeah,
but we haven't been in an ocean view, so I can't comment. Sorry.
Okay, and you're talking about your mum and dad, but are you going as well? Let us know. Let's know if it's just mum and dad or if you're going as well. Brilliant. Right. What else do I want to know? Okay, I would like to know about the guests on board the ship. So what kind of demographic were they? Die-hard Cunard fans, or was there any new first-time cruisers?
I think it was a mixture of both. I was quite surprised that there were quite a few first-time cruisers. There were also quite a lot of people that flew over from the States.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it was a real mixture. And the die-harders were the ones that probably the most critical, I think. Well, in the main,
but it's different, and if anything is different, it takes a while to get used to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know? But I preferred it, and I'm quite old-fashioned, really. I like traditional things, but I think they still did everything right. Well, they will do once they sort out the teething problems, because everything that was not quite right
can
be fixed.
Yeah.
Even the fact that our TV in our inside cabin, because that's all we could get at the time we booked, the fact that the TV, you can't watch it because the bed runs that way and the TV's on the wall beside you there.
Oh, design.
Very strange. And not on a swivel to pull it out. Very strange.
Very strange.
But they
Yeah.
also, and that's the other thing. They also do 2 versions of inside cabins. So they do one that's portrait and one that's landscape.
Yeah.
And if you get a landscape one, it's fine.
Oh, okay. That's a really good point. That's a really good tip. We need to make a big. So basically, if you get a landscape inside cabin, then the configuration works a little bit better in terms of
Yes,
watching TV in bed and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wish to. I mean, we
didn't have time.
it was so
Not
busy
telling
and
too
such
much,
good
yeah.
things. The choice of eating venues. I mean, as well as the 3 speciality that we mentioned earlier, there's the Ajiwa, which is a Pan Asian restaurant that we didn't get to try.
No, people were saying it was very good though.
Then you've got the Old Lion Pub, which has got the traditional dishes in there that are all included in the price, but there are also some special ones in there that have an upcharge on that have been designed by Michel Roux.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so
And I have to say, unless you were in there really early, you wouldn't get a table.
Very difficult to
It was
get.
Oh, wow.
every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it was really, really popular, and everybody was saying that the pies were good, and that's one of the places you were able to get hot food.
Yeah.
Gotta have a hot pie. Ooh,
We
nothing
tried
worse.
the Wellness Cafe, which is
Yeah.
a sort of health food place, isn't it? We did. They were a little bit disorganized in the service that we were having, but it's done nicely. So there, the Wellness Cafe and the grill, you order and then move away with a buzzer, like you do in
Cool.
Freedom Dining. So
Yeah.
rather than standing there waiting, it's rather nice because you can go away. Unfortunately, our buzzer never went off.
It did have everyone because they down at the burger bar. It's very similar.
Burger bar worked well.
So and that worked fine.
Yeah,
that was really good. Yeah.
So they have got a lot of things. So Pepe LaRue is going on Christmas and New Year on the QA. That is absolutely fantastic. It'll be beautiful. Please share pictures because that will be stunning. And then Alex is here with one more question. In a review video on YouTube, they said that open dining guests in Britannia are seated on level 2. If you have early or late fixed dining time, you are seated at the lower level. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So you're on deck 2 if you're fixed dining, and on deck 3 if you're open seated dining.
Okay, great. Well, this has been absolutely fantastic. I, for one, will be looking at the rest of the videos that you're doing. So the first one drops on Saturday at 6 p.m. You're saying?
Yep.
I'll invite you, please, just to put a link in the chat in our page. I will just say I've got maps. If anyone is going on the Queen Anne and you need cruise port maps, I've just updated all of my maps. So if you want maps, just send me a message, and all my maps you can download for free in the group. I've got a private group. They're always there. But you can also tell me what cruise you're going on and we'll get the maps over to you. Okay, my last question, because I know it's is it Pim's o'clock? Maybe 5:30.
Maybe
5 o'clock. It's fake Friday, right? It's Thursday. It's fake Friday.
Close to 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. No, I've got my orange squash actually.
I did wonder what that was. When's the next cruise? What's the next cruise?
Saturday.
I'm on a surprise. My goodness. Where are you going?
We're off on Aurora for 16 nights up to the Baltics.
Oh, so, fantastic.
Yeah, we love it up there, don't we?
It shouldn't have been that close, but because they had the change to the maiden voyage for Queen Anne,
right.
It's just lucky that we were able to do both. Yeah. So it's been a bit manic here, trying to get everything ready to go away for 16 nights.
Gardening. The garden will just be tropical when you get back.
We'll talk about the garden. The garden's going a bit wonky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit wonky. Yeah.
Oh dear. Never mind. Two
and
choices. I always say that. Put it right. Got 2 choices. Live or die.
Then we're home for the summer, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're home for the summer then until September. Before we go off. So
lovely. Well, everyone watching this live and on the replay, please follow Ken Goes Cruising, Lindsey and Ken, and you cruise way more than I do, and I love following your channel because you give us a great view of everything. It's just honest, straightforward. You're not paid to cruise and do reviews. These are honest reviews. And I'd love to, maybe if we get some more people cruising on Queen Anne, or you cruise on Queen Anne, or I go and cruise, let's do this again and regroup and see if they've fixed all the little glitches that they've got at the moment.
I think they will. I think it's just teething problems and things will get sorted. But we still had a fantastic time.
Good excuse for us to book another one, isn't it?
Absolutely. Let me know when you go in and I'll come with.
Okay.
We'll do the live on the ship.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Happy hour. Not too happy, but you know.
Yeah.
Just
Marginally happy.
marginally happy. Absolutely brilliant to see you both. Thank you so much. Please, will you come again and talk to us about your Baltic cruise?
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
Oh, thank you.
We're home.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mwah. Have a fantastic cruise.
Thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Good to see
Bye.
you. Bye.
Good to see you too. Bye.